March 28th, 2020.
Ooh.
You're listening to Midwest Wasteland with your host, Kevin Baird.
Brian Baird.
Don Anderson.
He's gone, isn't he?
He did.
Jesus fucking Christ. How long has it been since we've done this show?
Starting the show, and Larry's
Dropped.
already gone.
Fuck's sake.
Just when it started to get good.
We all look like, we used to joke about this show, like however many years we started ago, like we'll be a bunch of old men that can't get shit done. And it took us like an hour and a half to get the show on. I can't even get my headphones to work using my phone.
You can't hear me. Nope. We did up until the show started, and now we can't. You must have muted yourself. Oh, he hung up.
He's gone.
That is a form of muting yourself.
Everyone that listens to this show over the years knows this is what happens.
Listen, just know that the original three are here.
You know, he's telling like his best jokes are coming out right now. So Larry's
What's
on his
Larry?
best material. He's been
Larry's not. Wait, he can't hear me, right?
No,
Right,
he's
okay.
hung up. Well, I mean, he could
Okay,
if he's
good.
listening to you on Facebook.
What's he adding to the thing, anyways? Really, people, let's get to the bottom of it. Oh, never mind. He's back. I wish Larry was here because we really do need him.
Says Larry Mack new. This is the new Larry Mack.
And Larry Mack? Okay.
There you go.
Oh, there he is.
And your camera's back.
Okay.
See you now. All right. So, we haven't done a show in like 2 years. I've been very busy, and everything was disassembled because I had a new PC, and I was very lazy for 2 years and didn't really want to put it back together again. And as everybody can see, it took us almost an hour to get this to go. It's still not right, but I got it right enough that we can do the show. So I'm kind of going with that, even though I can hear myself.
Well, if
hey,
you couldn't,
welcome back.
Stupid.
I think everybody here is a guest star because we haven't been on the air in like 2 years. But we're all still alive so far. Well, maybe not Cease. We didn't invite him, but he is apparently dead. And we're under weird times now. The coronavirus or COVID-19 or SARS-CoV-2, whatever you want to call it, the fucker virus.
Taking the world by storm.
Yeah. What a weird situation.
Is it?
A couple weeks ago, I was at Park Tavern closing it down with Larry. And by closing it down, it was like 9 o'clock because then we were told to go home. And
It's the scoops.
now most stuff is still open, I guess, except for stores. And why did everybody run out of food? Like, I don't understand that.
We sure the fuck didn't.
No, I don't mean at home. I mean at grocery stores. Like,
You know why? Because people went in panics, ripped everything off the shelf, and it does take time for the drivers to get there. And there's only so many drivers. I mean, there's only so many of us. And there's only so many of us. And
there's so many of us. There's so many of us.
Not that many. Not that close. I just couldn't hear you. It was like you're...
No, I understand that. I get that you need to restock, and it takes time, and it also people have to manufacture things, and it takes time. I'm just surprised at the extent.
Peel the tree skin off and make it into toilet paper.
Jesus Christ.
Like, did people just not have food? Because, like, you can only fit so much stuff in the average person's fridge and freezer, you know?
Well, it started with the toilet paper.
Yeah,
right.
It
started with the toilet paper and the hand sanitizer, and like wipes and all that stuff.
They take the toilet paper and they're just like peeling it off the tree. You can hear the tree screaming.
And it's like everybody thought we were going into like a martial law situation where they're like, all right, everybody in their house for 2 months, and you can't poke your head out. And everybody's just like, oh my god, I need all the toilet paper I could get.
You peek open the curtain,
people that, you know, in communist China, they were still allowed to go to the store. You know,
right.
It's like, what are people thinking? Well, there's those people that think it's a total government takeover to wipe us all out or something. I'm not sure what's the game by that, though, since we're the ones that do all the work. No. So, like, if they get rid of us, then what are they going to take off in their little spaceship and go to their moon planet or whatever? Like,
I don't know, man. It's like,
haven't you heard, Kevin? Tom Hanks is a pedophile.
Tom Hanks is?
Yeah, that's what they said.
Oh,
That's why it's all happening.
Yeah,
That's fighting words.
he wasn't actually quarantined. That was a
fucking
He was
cover.
arrested.
Yeah, because he was on the Epstein list or whatever.
He's just sitting there holding
Yeah.
little kids. Fucking
Talk to my neighbor.
Woody in your fucking little butt.
I mean, I wasn't getting too crazy. I wasn't getting that graphic. I was just saying. I was just making like a very innocent joke.
Like
Yeah.
a box of fucking condoms. Fucking.
You never know.
Where's your Buzz Lightyear? Because here's my Woody.
This
Yeah,
is
so
your
like-
idea, Kevin.
like
Fucking fish when I was in Splash. Fucking.
like 2 weeks ago or whatever. Like I started to have like a heavy chest, and I was like,
that's because you're fat.
I was like, where is this coming from? And then you're
Don't
reading
know.
all these symptoms and everything, and I'm like, I don't have the cough, I don't have the fever, but I'm paranoid, so I'm constantly checking my temperature to see if I'm gonna
Right.
get this fever or not.
Shit,
And
98.7.
but it lasted like over a week, and I was just so like, But now I'm pretty good. It's kind of going. I think it was just gastritis, but it's hard to say for sure. So
That was weird.
Brian's now.
Yeah.
That was too.
Said-
Whoa.
And
The
you,
virus is clone Brian.
No, we dropped the internet because we live in the 21st century where the wind blows too hard. There's no more internet. It's like,
Sure.
so I
Doppelganger.
just turned
Brian.
off my Wi-Fi.
Oh.
However, I should probably plug the phone in so it doesn't run out of battery.
Yeah, it might be. Probably just hang up. The sound will go out.
Go outside. Go outside and play.
So I have enough food. I ordered some food online. I ordered a bunch of frozen, but I only got like 2 things, which doesn't bode well for me. I have enough food to last like 3 weeks. So I don't know.
For regular people or
But-
for you?
Well, like food that's edible, like I have a shitload of flour and stuff. I can certainly live for a few months just eating
Right.
bread and drinking water.
You won't. You're lazy. You'll just make paste. Like, you'll just you'll put seasoning on your paste of your water and your flour.
Have you
Yeah,
guys gone to the grocery store recently?
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Yeah. How
Right.
was it? Like, because I haven't been. Is there like? I mean, obviously there's some food there, but I mean, what does it look like?
So like it was weird. Like I went first thing in the morning, figuring they just stocked, and
No.
so I was able to get toilet paper. I was able to get bread, but strangely, the one thing I could not get that was on my list, there was no shredded cheese in the entire place. Like,
Yeah, cheese is
like
one of the
I'm not
culprits.
sure when that became like a staple of like survivalists. I was like,
came here, we had a lot of
I wanted to
shredded
make
cheese.
that casserole. I need some shredded cheddar cheese. Like 3 empty coolers at Giant Eagle of nothing. I'm like,
Wow.
wow.
That's really weird.
All the
It is.
It was
beefaroni
the same with
gone.
us. Everything was like sporadic. You go to the cans section, and like one whole area was all just gone. Like all the beans on all the beans
Oh, yeah,
on one side was gone. But then you went to the other side of the same aisle where there's the discount beans, like lima beans that they made the chili beans. Like so there's chili beans, but they've got like kidney beans in there or something like that. People are just like, oh no, I don't like those. I'm like, fucking just grab them and put them in the cart. It's like,
Yeah.
Tofu.
I, like I wanted to get spaghetti sauce. No ragu spaghetti sauce. I could get that off-brand
Lucky you.
bullshit because they had cases of that.
yeah, the off-brand yep, that was god awful.
No bologna, but like 37 pallets of salami.
You get heartburn. You get older, eating like pepperoni and salami is a lot harder because you wake up all night, you're like, "Ooh," you're like, oh.
I'm hoping it gets better. Like, I'm hoping people that have stocked up will just stop it. Like, they've got enough now. Like,
Yeah.
Stop trying to get
Well, that-
groceries for a year or whatever.
When it all first started, that's like my mom. You know, obviously I'm taking care of my mom, so she's like, I'm like, you're not going. I'm like, you're not going to the store. And that was like on that Wednesday or whatever before they closed everything. I was like, you're not going anywhere. You're old, right? And I mean, I didn't say that exactly to her, not like that, but you know, that's the idea.
Woo them.
Sit your old ass down.
Right? And then she says, and then she looks at me 3 days later. She goes, you know, I don't think I'm going to go anywhere. I think I'm going to stick around the house. I'm like, Mom, you've been quarantined for like days. You just didn't know it. But
Strangely, I feel
I
the
went
same
to
way.
the, I was like, I go, listen, I'm going to go run to the store. I'll get you whatever you need. What do you need?
Run.
She's like, I'm okay. She's like, I'm pretty sure I got everything. I go, people are buying toilet paper like it's crazy. And she's like, no, I got enough. We're like, okay, fine. So I never had to. But then by the time we used the normal amount of toilet paper every day as a normal person would, and we got to the point where we needed some, and it was just like,
No, it's asphalt.
Oh.
We need that.
I can't get to it because there is no more because everybody came and took it all. Jerks.
Yeah, some places are instituting limits, which, like they should have done that before. Like, you don't need all the Hungry Man meals in your cart, sir.
Right.
Like, you can share the Hungry Man meals. It's just...
You don't need 52 Dr. Peppers.
Right. It's... I don't know. So I haven't ventured out because I'm nervous about it.
You're waiting for your MREs
losing weight.
to show up.
If they say 25% of people in our age group are getting hospitalized, so I'm not rolling the dice.
Well, there's 4 of us.
But, there's 4 of us. One of us gets hospitalized. But I'm like the Fredo of the group. Like, I'm totally going to end up all sickly and in the hospital in the emergency room. So
I told you guys it was going to be me.
I'm going to try and stay home as long as possible.
No, it's whoever's the last of us that lives. Whoever bet on us, they get all the food and toilet paper left over by whoever places the bet. So if Kevin wins, then you got to take all the toilet paper and food from Donnie, me, and Larry, to divvy it up for the winners.
A square for you, 2 squares for me, square for you.
This one's you.
For me.
Why is he saving you toilet paper?
The other side is still good.
Right, just fold
It's
it.
two-sided, man.
You wait for it to
Fold
harden, and you can burn it as fuel.
You'll be fine.
Right. Talk a little closer.
You can use it.
Oh.
You can use it for fire. Fire. You can use it for fire. Fire.
Yeah, shitty smelling.
Jesus God.
Maybe a smelly fire.
Yeah, well, it works.
So my job has been work from home, and they've basically, there was one day a week we had to go in, which was weird anyway. I never really understood why. Just to make sure I didn't outsource all my work to somebody in India and just collected the check, I guess. But now we're just work from home 7 days a week or 5 days a week, whatever. And
Go with the cat.
so it's not that much of a disruption for me. I've had antisocial weekends where I sit home and not go out, so it's not.
Because you can do your job at home.
Or I can also like on weekends, just there's sometimes nothing to do. My Saturday's like, can I go hang out with Huska at LVM and stare at women?
A couple of fucking mass murderers.
Do I want to?
Right. Do I go to Park Tavern on Sunday and see if Larry's there? There's not a lot going on all the time, so yeah.
Well, my job got easier.
So it's not that weird. What Brian?
What?
Have you been able to refill your meds, Brian, while this has been going on? Is that the problem?
I'm not allowed to take my meds anymore because my doctor was like, "Hey, you can't take those if your heart might go out." So, but I have a virtual doctor's visit with a cardiologist on Monday, so I don't know really. Like he's just gonna point something at the screen and come back and go, "Huh? It's always the same temperature." That's really weird.
Jesus.
Or there's something I don't know about my phone. Where
I don't understand how you're going to get a virtual heart check.
Lay down in your tub. What? Lay down in your tub. Okay. Your body's filled with a cool liquid. Wait, what? All of a sudden, there's a glass door just flies over the top of the tub and it fills with water.
Ow!
Just sit still. You can breathe the water. Wait, that's the wrong water. Ah, shit.
Brian, are you covering the mic with your finger or something?
No.
God, you're very quiet.
Am I?
Because you got closer, yet you got quieter.
Is this better? Is this better?
It's not that much better. It's okay. Maybe it's auto voluming. It's all right.
Is this better?
Our first show back.
No.
I like it.
No.
Speaking the bottom of it?
I don't like it.
Okay, how about this? Is this better?
That's better. Just do
Okay.
that. Talk on the
I
bottom
can
of
just
the
look
phone.
at-
Apparently that works.
Flag. But yeah.
So Brian was pushing a pallet around, and some guy said, "You don't look good." And Brian's like, "This is my chance. I
Yeah.
can stop working
Yeah.
and just go with this guy's theory that I'm having a heart attack."
I didn't really actually. Those weren't words I really wanted to hear from any living being. Was I was a medic in the Army, and I'm looking at you, and your face, your color right now is very pale. It's not good, and it took your blood pressure, and it's also really not good. And you might be having a cardiac arrest. I want you just to sit there, don't move, and we're gonna call the
Your blood pressure.
Well, he took my pulse, and
Oh.
basically he just worked it out. So because he's like a medic. Anyway,
You
the
were
ambulance
hanging out
showed
with
up
crazy.
really fucking fast, and they put me on the
Combat
stretcher. I was sweating; it was all flop sweat, and I'm just like, "This is dumb." So, but yeah, they said that it wasn't arrhythmia, but it was something kind of like my heart just didn't work, like it was just offbeat or something. I don't know.
Exercise. That's what they call it.
Yeah, there was none of that going on really.
Your heart was, you were moving around and moving things, and your heart was like, what the fuck
Yeah.
is this?
You don't do this on your days off. I'm like, yeah, because no, it wasn't. But it was. It was like when
You
the
don't do it
floppy
on your
disk.
days on.
When the floppy disks is loading up. Well, I'd go to the gym, but they're closed.
Were you on your? Were you taking Adderall at the time? Were you all
Well,
like?
yeah.
You-
But I wasn't taking it right. Okay, look, man, I took it like
Methed
that
up.
morning. I didn't take it like I was sitting there like crunching it down. But I'm like, oh, before they take it away from me, I better
Eating them
eat
like
all.
Tic Tacs.
Yeah.
grinding them up and snorting them. Other guys talking to him. What's the matter?
You'd have
Say
like
I'm
20
pale.
You'd have like 30 milligrams. You'd be out of your mind, dude. You'd be like fucking Halloween candy sugar high.
Oh my God.
I could just pick the pallet up and ran it off the back of the trailer.
Well, I'm glad you're all right. The weirdest
yeah,
thing
you're
was that
glad.
like
You already had my fucking toys already dipped up.
you sent me a text, but I'm working, so
I know
didn't-
you shared it with Husky, you fucker.
and I don't always check my phone that often, but it's right at my desk. But so I didn't like look at it right away, but my phone rings.
Well, Joe's
like
there, so
merely
fucking saw it.
seconds after you sent me the text, and it's like Lori, and she's like, "Did you see the text from Brian?"
Yeah.
I'm like, no. He's having
You
a
got
heart
back to me.
attack.
Well, that was like the fastest I think she's gotten back to me. Like the only time she came back to me fast when I told her I got money back from the like child support. You know, then she was like almost like instantaneously. But this was like a hologram. Like, what the hell's going on? You know, I was just like taking the hey, this could be it. Goodbye, I love you. You know, and then
No, that was fine. You were worried. It's fine.
yeah, it was
It's
fine
just-
until Joe Huska fucking saw it, and then he's just all like, "Hey, I saw that really cute post you sent your brother." I'm like, "Going dicks." Oh,
I love you.
yeah. It was all my.
Oh, he
Sarah,
just
I wasn't a
wishes-
better brother.
It wasn't
He
even
just
very
wishes he had
sentimental. I'm
somebody
just
that
like, I might be having a
cared
heart
much about
attack.
him.
I don't know what's going on. I love you. I'll talk to you later. And I was just copy post everybody. Hopefully, it didn't send the same thing to my boss. It's been kind of awkward, but you know. And then it was
That's
like,
fine.
and there was like a mental picture of like, oh, here come my family. They're all hugging me. Also, my friends hold me down, pull their dicks down, start slapping me on the floor. Like, you're dying, huh?
Yeah.
Isn't that cute? Look at you. Hee hee.
It's nice that the sentiment was just a carbon copy for everybody.
Well, I
glad you're all right.
had the strength and energy to keep fucking typing everybody an individual letter of I'm just
Individual messages.
Yeah.
Recounting all the good times you had, making
Yeah.
sure it's tailored to. I remember that one evening in August of '87 when.
It took me like 20 minutes just to type it, that one little paragraph out because I was just misspelling shit because I couldn't hold the goddamn phone and type.
It was actually a good sign that you were able to do that, because typically a heart attack's just like, wait a minute, what is it? And then you're dead.
Well, yeah, if you get the struck by lightning kind, I was just hoping I wasn't gonna have a stroke and then end up like Dad. And I'm like, you know, I already gave everybody like the message, like, yeah, if I end up like Dad, kill me. And then you be going for this, like,
Change on.
oh look, he's trying to escape his body.
So you went to see your doctor in person.
Yeah.
And was the place full of people with masks and shit?
Dude,
Or-
people that worked there was nobody there. It was like you had to go in through like the emergency
Airlock?
entrance. Yeah, pretty much. But that's only because they're doing construction on like the main part. I'm like, okay. So like they had the valet and the valet area. They had like their own little like tent. And like going, wow. I mean, I guess maybe just to keep them out of the sun, but it looked like it was like, you know, a bit overdone. And then you go in there, and then they had Cleveland Clinic police there to actually check your temperature and make sure you're okay before they let you in. They're all friendly.
Yeah, you don't want any sick people getting into the hospital.
Well, yeah, they do. They give you a mask. They put a little thing around your wrist, and I told my girlfriend to go sit in the car. And so I went upstairs. I'm like, because I didn't have any Adderall. So I was like, surprised I didn't take my clothes off and start running around the place. I don't take it for I get kind of dumb. So I got to the 4th floor, came out, and I'm just like, hey, I'm here. They're like, okay. And I sat down in the waiting room, and I was the only person there. And they're like, Brian? And I got up. I'm like, you could have called Rick, and I still would have got up because there's nobody here. They're like,
you're like looking around. Do you mean me?
I do. I still just for a split second thought about doing that, and I'm like, I'm not doing it, dumb. So then they came in there, and they actually bypassed the whole weigh you and everything like that. They're like, so we find you called, we know why you're here. Have a seat. We're going to take a look at what's going on. And then they hooked me up to an EKG, and they're like, well, that looks like, it's okay. It's just a touch high, but not too bad. And then my doctor was like, so did you eat anything for breakfast at all? She ran, that wasn't her first question. Okay, but she ran down the list. She's like, did you eat anything? I'm like, no, actually I didn't. She's like, maybe your blood sugar might have been a little low. And I'm like, are you telling me I didn't have a Snickers bar? And that's what that set me off. She laughed like, no, dumbass. So, so I'll find out because I'm out of work until the cardiologist gives me the go-ahead. So I had to tell my boss.
You're totally going to ask him to let you stay home for a couple of weeks.
Well, I'm on vacation now, so it doesn't matter. But then my boss is like, hey, because I sent him I couldn't fax him the information because my printer's being a piece of shit. So I'm just like, look, I'm just taking a picture of the letter and make sure you can see it. And it says in there according to my doctor, I shouldn't drive until more results come back. And so he goes, well, we're getting new trucks in, so we need you to come in and clean out your old truck. I'm like, yeah, that'll be great. He's like, okay, cool. I'm like, however, there's a whole I can't drive thing that might make that a bit of a problem. He's like, all right, I'll get back to you on that. I'm like, just put my shit in a box, dude. I'll come back and get it. I mean,
he doesn't want to do that. It's full of COVID.
Right. Yeah. We're going to need you to Uber into the depot.
He's probably just afraid that I'm going to. He's probably afraid. Jerked off.
The whole cab is littered with jerk off socks and piss bottles.
somehow the camera that's facing me just totally missed it because there's a paper imprint, that I have right over it, so it just looks like me. There's the same look on my face all the time. It's always the same time of day too. So it's like, wow, it's 1:00 in the morning and the sun's out. That's fucking crazy. Meanwhile, behind the pictures, I look normal, but you can hear me just making noises.
I'm actually, I have almost 500 friends on Facebook. Obviously, I don't talk to all of them, but, and nobody has actually made a post that they've gotten it yet, which is good. But
make believe.
Right. That's possible. But yeah, I am glad about that, but it's also, compared to the numbers where they're saying that in mid-May we're going to have 10,000 people a day getting it, and I'm just like, if we're all home, how are we going to get it? But then, of course, everybody's like, not everybody's home. They don't care. They're driving around, doing whatever they want. And it's like, all right, well, I don't know. I'm not going out.
Well, it's crazy. Are you really doing whatever you want when everything's closed?
I know. That's what I think.
Right? That's the part where it's just like, I got to go out. It's like, okay, well, where are you going to go? Well, I can't go to the bar, and I can't go to the mall, and I can't go to a movie theater.
Yeah, apparently they all congregate in the park and then touch each other because that's what everybody makes it sound like. Like if you go down there, there's lots of touching.
How dare you? Yeah. How dare all of you? You're breathing all that air.
Everybody that's down there is just out of control and not following the rules. I think most of it's just families that are all together in a group, but a bunch of other people are really upset about it.
Little kids and
right.
Kids don't care. Kids are invulnerable to this thing anyway.
They go around, they touch each other's dogs. Oh, hi! And they touch it. And they get fucking corvid slobber from the dog, and then they're like, oh, my nose is running. They put their slobbery hand up to their nose and rub their face.
Wipe their face with the COVID slobber from the dog.
Yeah, these really sunken.
It's all dripping off their hand, but they're still like, oh, my nose.
Just finger smears through their fucking filth. It's probably the cleanest thing I've had on them all day. While they're fucking eating food, just slobber all over it. All the fucking, all the non-healthy food they could get their hands on from the grocery store, so they're just ripping into their fucking bags of cookies.
It is true. The only things I've been able to get are things that are just not that good. Like,
That's what we bought. That's all we. It's like I went to the store and I bought like all the healthy shit. My girlfriend goes and whatever. She goes back as like cookies and stuff. It's like I'm glad one of us was thinking. I guarantee you, 2 days there's no sweets in this house. We'd have been like gobbling down cough drops and Flintstone vitamins. I need my fucking sugar.
I'm trying to lose weight, so I'm just sticking to it. But
Yeah, that's a good
it's
time.
hard to get any.
You
all
get
that
sick, you lose all
vegan
kinds
food
of
is
weight.
gone.
You just lay in your bed and just shit in the bed the whole time. You'll lose all kinds of weight. You won't be able to eat. Fingers will be covered in gook. You'll be all confused, start licking your fingers like, oh, it's just like poo.
I don't know what this is, but it's so good.
I'm so hungry. You keep looking at the dog, and the dog just keeps staring at you.
This COVID slobber ain't half bad.
If I get to the point where I'm just like eating like those weird things in the
Well, you got
cupboard,
flour,
like,
remember? You have all that flour.
like that, or I'm making like an old box of Jello that I have for like 40 years
Right.
or whatever. Like that might be when shit gets real.
You'll dip your flour fingers. You'll make flour fingers. You'll rub the flour in water, and then you'll fry it. You know, because you're on a time. You're trying to be healthy, because all you have is grease from like last Thanksgiving.
I think there will be a point.
Turkey fingers.
I think there will be a point where I'll stop giving a shit, and I'll just start ordering like Uber Eats and all that stuff, and just not care if somebody
You're gonna
was
show up at the store,
sneezed
the
on
guy's
it.
just gonna drop your food and run.
That's all. Well, I was gonna say that's all I've been doing for the past week and a half is door dashing.
Eating other people's
Like,
food.
I'm out there.
Someone orders their Burger King. Donnie delivers it. Here's your Whopper, and then like there's like 2 French fries left in the bag.
The hamburger's got a big fucking thumbprint and a mouth bite.
I take my door dashing duties very seriously, and I don't mess around with that stuff. Especially after the last time I did it out of like 5 guys, I was like, because okay, listen, I don't go into anybody's food. But you go to 5 guys, and they give you like a cup of French fries, and they put that cup inside the bag, and then they take like another whole scoop full of fries and put it on top.
Yeah, you do get like 10 pounds of French fries.
So listen,
5 guys.
if I take a French fry out of your bag, you're not really missing anything.
They're gonna smell. They're gonna open the bag and smell your hand. It's like Donnie's hand.
Until the day I took a fry out of the bag, and it was like some Cajun style, like spicy, stupid looking fry, and I ate it. I just stuffed it in my mouth, and like burnt my mouth. It was like burnt for like 3 days. I was like, I'm never doing that again.
You must have been poisoned, man.
Right?
You can't eat anything spicy; it kills you.
You don't take it very seriously. And a lot of people nowadays with the DoorDash and the Uber and all that stuff, they're just saying leave it at the door. They're staring at you through the window as you drop your food off.
All murderers.
Like, you pick your nose. It's like, I already did it on the way in.
Sitting there loading their brand new rifle because they can't wait to use it. I gotta shoot this one.
Yeah, I don't know. Just trying
That's
to
all
avoid
I've been.
as long as I can.
Everybody's been staying inside, and I'm just like running around. Everybody at work's like, oh, we're out of a job. We don't have money. And I'm like, I just made like all the money I need.
God just drives across their lawn with a net, like a butterfly net, just grabs their food off the porch. He's dragging it back inside.
It's just throwing it like a newspaper out of his car, hurling it.
Smack it window.
You better not order something delicate.
Eat all about it.
Just some sort of burrito supreme just splatters all over their living room window.
Beans and grease just running down the window.
You're hungry, you'll eat it. Hey, think of all the woodland creatures you can attract and then clobber and then drag into your house and roll them in that flour. And then with water. And sugar, which will be covered in ants. There, you got ants and sugar and flour.
They're paying for it, you eat it.
You'll eat the fuck out of it, man. You get hungry enough. It's not like fucking Renfield, but you'll eat it. Feed me.
Like, I used to go for walks around the neighborhood, and if somebody was, like, walking in the same direction as me, but I was, like, walking faster, I'd always kind of, like, cross to the other side, because I didn't want to pass them, just because I thought that would be weird, like, coming up behind them.
Right.
And
Scare
and
'em.
now I feel like that's okay. Like, I can just go to the other side of the street, and people think, oh, that's good that he does that, because I'm not being weird and antisocial, but I really
Afraid
am.
they're gonna turn out to see a 6'4" bug-eyed looking dude staring at him with a big hand go over the back of their head, like,
Yeah.
touch you.
You know, when you're one of us, whenever you get near somebody's car, you always hear the door locks go on. You know, it's just how it is.
Scary
People are afraid. But I guess, yeah, North Royalton here has a lot of people that have it. But, because according to the chart, I think we're number 1 or something. But,
have you seen you guys? You guys are sick-looking fucks.
yeah, I think it's because we have a lot of old folks' homes here. And,
That's
and
where they go to die.
Park Tavern probably
Tavern.
gave it to everyone. And no, I don't know why, but it's weird. It's set up down here. Yeah, I don't know. So, have you guys been leaving the house at all? Other than Donnie to go deliver food?
Well, I was until I had a heart attack. And then I decided maybe I should stay home and just stare at my wall, lay here and play video games and eat cookies.
I love the
Always
preparation.
helpful.
I love, like, if you get this thing, it's going to be like this massive trauma to your body, but you're just like, I'm just going to eat cookies.
Bunch of sweets. Bunch of cheesy.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Taco
Life.
Bell. You know. Well, I can't do any exercise, so I'm just going to go the other way. Maybe that'll defeat it. You know, instead of exercising, I'm going to fight it the other way. I'm going to feed a fever. Feed a pride.
The exercise would make it worse, so he's just like, whatever. Just
Well, I want to lay here and sweat. It'll be gross. It'll be like I'm melting.
You know, on the one hand, though, a
There's
lot of
pile
people that
socks that just decided to catch on fire. It smells so bad. Like, oh God, what is that? Oh, Brian's sitting there having a steam bath. Ugh.
A lot of people that die, it's because their immune system kicks in really hard and causes a lot of inflammation in the lung. So if you're not that healthy, your immune system's like, and you won't have all the inflammation, and you'll just, you'll be all right. I'm not a doctor. Don't take that as advice.
not a doctor.
What about the other people in your house, Brian? Everybody, is Jody working?
Yeah, but mostly from home.
Okay, well that's good.
So, but yeah, she has to. I mean, she's been going in and she's on call 24/7. So her phone's been ringing nonstop because she helps move like whatever samples the hospital takes from one place to another. And she has to organize the people that actually do that. And apparently, they don't know what GPS is or how to drive or what samples are because it's just their phone calls. I get to hear them once in a while, and I'm just sitting in the back. It's like, oh my God, I'm on the road with these people. So. My kids are fine. I talk to them all, and they're all feeling pretty good. But they're young, so the only person that I'd be worried about, like at all, would be the ex. Besides, I'm like where they live. That's about it. Like, are you still okay? Okay, that's fine. That's okay. And then because I know that my older two, they're not going to catch shit. My grandkids won't. They're too young to catch whatever this is. And if they do, they'll be stronger for it.
Right. They'll know the riddle of steel.
Yeah. But I told my youngest who's here, me and my girlfriend, I'm like, well, you're going to have to figure out what you're going to do after me and your mom both die from this. Not one of us are very healthy to begin with. So we're,
Have you decided where you're going to live?
Yeah, you might want to get a hold of your sisters and have them come pick you up and make sure they did something with their bodies. They just leave them to rot in the July sun by the time they fucking go around and start looking to see who's alive and who's dead. And make sure you bring the clothes you want to wear because you don't want to go back to a house of corpses. Do something with the cat because the cat will eat us. It'll be sick.
This is how you burn a body. So pay attention.
Don't put us
7 silver spikes, 1 through each arm, hand, and leg.
What about Kelsey, Larry?
So, like, on Facebook, the people that everybody is bitching about, like, people aren't taking this seriously, and that's my house. So, Kelsey works at a nursing home, so she absolutely is going to work. Me, I'm, like you, I'm working from home 100%, but I'm going out pretty much every day, usually for dumb shit because I got nowhere to go. So, like, I was going constantly back and forth to Family Video to get movies to watch, and I think they shut that down. But then, like, normally, I have
movies over.
I don't think they have that anymore.
I have other options, but I wanted to go rent videos. Like, me, I have systems for everything. So, like, in terms of when I need to go pick up stuff at the store, I would keep a list and kind of, so I don't have to keep running back and forth to the drugstore. But, like, the last 2 weeks, it's been like, oh, we're low on milk. I better run to the store and get some milk. And then, like, I'll come home, and then the next morning I'll be like, oh, I can't believe I bought milk but didn't buy any more cereal. I better go to the store and get more cereal. So, like, every day I've been finding some place to go. So, yeah, I'm that guy.
You do live in Cuyahoga Falls, though. The virus won't go there.
Well, yeah, but
it'll get lost. It'll lose its way.
And again, because I'm that guy, the whole everybody, when you and I were closing down Park Tavern there at 9 o'clock or whatever on a Sunday, and they're like, everybody has to go home at 9. 8:30. A couple people commented on Facebook that they were up at the Paddy Wagon. So I ran over to the Paddy Wagon. I was like, okay, we still got a half hour. Yeah, I think I left at 12:30. Jasmine told me they closed at like 2. They were like, no. And actually, they just went ahead, and the owner was like, yeah, we're just going to go ahead and stay open on St. Patrick's Day until the cops come shut us down. So they totally opened up on St. Patrick's Day until the cops came and shut them down.
Wow.
Right.
Fuck
and
this
plague.
plague.
I was going to go, but I had to take my car in the morning to get some stuff done. And because it took so long, I wasn't sure if they would still be open, so I messaged Jasmine to see if they were shut down yet or not. And by the time she got back to me, I had already said screw it and gone to my buddy's house who was having a St. Patrick's Day party. And in one of the most perfect Larry stories ever, like if anything tells you what happens when you're Larry, I'm at this party for St. Patrick's Day. If you know me at all, you know I don't talk to strangers. I can't walk up to people I don't know and speak to them.
Holy fuck, is that a lie?
It's whatever. And if it's a woman, I'm totally useless.
Have you seen yourself drunk? Okay.
Yeah, but that's around you guys. I know you
takes
guys.
Like 2 seconds for you to like say, hey, so you like Star Trek?
So I'm sitting at this party. To Brian's point, I get pretty drunk, and I spend most of the afternoon at this party we're not supposed to be having, talking to this really nice woman who, as it turns out, is a project manager who spends most of her time traveling throughout China.
As a penis.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. So that's how I spent like the second day of the plague shutdown.
Oh my god. You just might be immune, Larry, in general.
Well, so
you were like, you took that big shit or whatever you had. You were sick that one day.
Yeah.
I think you just powered it out. Like you had it. You gave it to me. That's why I had the chest thing. But you just had some giant shit, and we're like, and that was it.
Like I've also had a chest thing, but I'm pretty sure it's just my heart because like I can breathe fine. So, but so I also have a video call with my doctor on Monday.
That'd be fucking
do you really?
I do. But unlike Brian, where somehow the doctor has to figure out how to check my heart over the phone, I have a video call for my doctor because can you see me?
Phone up to my chest.
I got this going on with my finger. Can you see that?
That's the middle finger? Yeah, you look like you got leprosy.
Yeah. I got some horrible, nasty thing going on with my finger. Hurts like hell. Pretty sure my doctor's going to look at it and she's just going to start crying and say, I have to refer you to the hospital so they can take the arm.
Pull out one of those cigar things and cut the tip of your finger off.
So yeah, I have to get my gangrene finger checked out next week. But
the heart doctor's going to tell you guys, he's going to be like, all right, run in place. Quacker, run!
No,
incline.
no, if you remember, we tried that when I thought I had the stroke, and they put me on the treadmill for the heart test, and the doctor was like, "Well, I don't see anything here. If you look at these spikes here, you're
Really,
fat."
Brian?
I had to pull my nose.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go to the bathroom.
I know. I was waiting for it.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Christ! This isn't right.
At least turn off the camera.
Just stop it. Who wants to see that?
Oh, right. We don't want to see that.
So, Don, how do you
look at it?
do you see your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Okay,
Don is girlfriend?
I got.
yeah.
Yeah.
So do you like
She's probably like the only person I see.
is she quarantined though, or like does she just hang out with
That's what
you?
he met her.
Working and then
He met
hang
her
out with
while
you?
he was
Like you don't
Yeah,
worry
no,
about that?
she
Can't get away.
she's out of work, so she's home, and she doesn't go anywhere, and she doesn't like it, and she doesn't want to go anywhere, and she doesn't, she's one of the. What the? That was in the toilet, man.
Brian.
I could hear that in my headphones, bro.
Jesus Christ, dude!
Like my ears just got warm hearing
You
that.
really just immortalize one of your farts on the internet. It's really that cool.
It was. Oh man.
But that's not a problem then. She's not seeing anybody else, and she just sees you, and so you guys are cool.
Oh god.
You're like, I go
Yeah, I'm
around
cool with it.
to restaurants and pick up food from people and touch all these people's
Right.
food, and then I go to their
I
house,
She doesn't like that.
Hold on.
and then I come home and breathe on you. She's cool
I mean,
with
she
that.
DoorDashes too.
Oh, all
She
right.
she does DoorDash too. So she's doing that once in a while, but
Do you guys ever like
Yeah,
DoorDash for each other? Like, you
No.
request she delivers your food or something?
no,
Can you do that? Can you request somebody?
I don't think so.
I've never
Because-
no.
Yeah, I don't think that's an option.
It's like whoever's closest or something.
I mean, I've had the same people.
I don't want to know. It's not right.
I mean, it couldn't have been when he was talking. It had to be when I was talking. Sat here quietly, patiently, waiting my turn. Then I get my turn, and all I hear is, "Hey, Anderson, how's your girlfriend?" He's like, "He's got a girlfriend." Wow, I didn't know. Such a surprise!
Oh, that one was
I
rough.
kicked myself.
It was revenge for all the cracking on him before the show started.
Right.
Yeah.
Swell my finger. Swell my finger.
So, Donnie, I saw that guitar. What is that? Is that a Gibson?
Which one's touch my balls?
It's an Epiphone
Smell it.
Les Paul model. It looks like one. Yeah, I found that in the trash outside our house the one day.
In
Yeah.
your
What?
trash?
Yeah. Just,
Yeah, your parents got
no, outside of my girlfriend's trash.
Oh.
Your guitar out. Fuck you.
Because she lives in a condo. They put the trash on the curb, so everything's on the curb. And I was walking in the one day, and I was like, "Looks like the top of a guitar." And then I said, "Well, it's probably just gonna be some crappy like Mickey Mouse thing." And I was like, "Oh, let me go look." And I looked at it. I was like, "Oh, that's actually pretty good." It's nothing major, but I put it all together yesterday. I was gonna make a video later tonight.
This is my boyfriend. He's leaving.
You got strings on?
There he is.
Yeah,
He's
oh, yeah.
garbage.
I got it all. Well, you should have seen it. Well, her face when I walked in, because I walked in with it, and she was like, "What is that?" And I was like, "It's a guitar." She's like, "Where'd you find that?" I go, "In the trash."
And I got
She's
this
like, "What?"
half a sandwich too.
I mean, it was a couple weeks ago. It wasn't like I just found it yesterday. It's not like I was, I found this dead flower. I thought I'd give it to you.
It must be good. The mice were eating it. So. It can't be
Right.
bad. Have some
Not right.
spaghetti.
No, that's cool.
There's a styrofoam
Yeah.
container full of spaghetti here. Then
It's the old cursed
DoorDashing
guitar
all the time.
is the problem. It's the haunted guitar. They just the
Oh, yeah.
family died and they put the guitar out on the street. Anderson's
The
got it
original,
now.
Right. They're like, "We can't let anybody have this. We're gonna throw it out." It's like, here I am walking around with it. They're like, "Here he is. Get him."
Yeah, here's the guitar. It's covered in that COVID shit. Yeah, just put it out on the curb.
Corbin slobber.
It'll
Yeah,
no, it'll touch it. There's Anderson. Just
before I get rid
completely
of the
sterile.
car, There's probably a video of some of the guys like, before I get rid of this guitar, I'm gonna rub my balls all over it. Go to the garbage. Now let's see if
I
somebody.
mean, if that was all that was, I mean,
Look at that guy. Hey, look, there's a sandwich and a guitar.
found some fries.
Clink, 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 clink.
What? What? Don't you like mayonnaise? Just wipe it off.
Clink, 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 clink. Hey. Clap your hands.
Snap.
Get out of the fucking garbage.
So do you still have? What do you have an amp? Do you have a like your Marshall or?
Are you talking to me? No.
Yeah.
I lost that in the Great War.
That's a shame.
The Great War of Marriage. Yeah, that was one of those casualties where it was like, you should just sell your amp and then take the money and go buy yourself something nice. And then I said, okay, and I went and sold the amp, which I didn't want to do in the first place. But then I was like, oh, well, I can get money and buy something that I want. And then I sold the amp, and she was like, haha, we need a baby carriage. I was like, oh, wait a minute, what? So,
Sucker. At least you tried to make it seem like you were going to get something. When I was married, there was none of that shit going on at all. It was like, your money's my money, my money's my money. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah.
So Don, is Sophie with you or with Julie?
I just picked her up today. I haven't seen her. I haven't had her in like 2 weeks. I dropped her off like the Sunday. When did that? It was 2 Sundays ago. Tomorrow. I guess that would make that right.
Nobody cares.
Yeah.
They're all out of school, for like maybe till the end of the year or something. That's so weird. Like, you know, our school burned down and we got like 2 weeks out, and that was unusual.
I was telling her that today.
Yeah, IXI.
She's like her sister's a senior in high school. She's like, she's gonna miss out on all her senior stuff and all this stuff. And I looked over at her and I go, you know, my school caught on fire my senior year. Does anybody care about me? She's like, no. It's like, yeah, I figured this much.
Some of the best stories ever.
Shit was dumb.
Going in there and
we
lying for
were glad it caught on fire.
You know who it was.
I think it's safe to say not all of our friends are going to make it, so we should just figure out who's not going to go. Yeah. Like Mole's definitely not going to make it.
No, he's absolutely going to make it.
He's one of the only ones.
He's embalmed.
Have you never seen Mole Man the Barbarian?
Joe's just gonna like stop texting one day, and then we're not gonna know he's dead. big black picture, like Joe, but another black picture. Just
like Joe will go like it'll be weeks. No one heard from him. We'll go ahead and like Kevin will feel bad and put together some sort of service for him. Joe will show up.
You're like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, I've been busy.
I've been busy doing nothing.
Yeah, staring at chicks in the bar, and then typing everybody when I'm really drunk about not getting laid.
Mad at people.
Yeah, just disappear for a while. Then he comes back.
And of course, you know, as soon as he walks into said service, it'll be like, hey, Kevin, look which chicks showed up. Hey, I was telling you, and you didn't believe me.
Hey, you think any of these chicks are into me?
If they weren't into me, why would they be here? That would be dumb.
Right. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
It does for us normal people.
I like how Sherry Rom is scheduling scuba diving vacations during this whole thing too. It's cool.
Right.
I was actually tempted.
Prices are cheap.
Yeah, I was actually tempted to schedule one of those resort stays because they like give you up to a year and a half to use it. I was like, so I get a week in Cancun for $150? Okay.
Yeah.
Have you been to Cancun, man?
No.
All right, I'm here to tell you now. It gets really fucking hot there.
Oh, I would go in like December or something.
That's what I mean.
Oh. Hey, it's $150.
You're not going to go in July. I don't think planes are allowed to fly over Cancun in July because they burst in the flames. It's fucking ridiculous, man.
You're too old to be going to Cancun. It's just going to be you and a bunch of bugs.
Everybody's staring at you. Like who's the old guy?
It's like that, that
Right.
dude in Day of the Dead that was like in the fucking corridor. The zombies are coming back to life. And, the alligator crawls away like.
I'll be posting live videos on Facebook, and it'll be like me sitting in a beach chair on the beach by myself, but you can see other people partying all around in like a 50-foot radius around me.
They don't maintain eye contact with you even a little bit.
Yeah.
They're 50 feet.
I'll be like buying rounds for people. They still won't, come out. Someone will wave and say thanks.
Maybe not 50 feet, but like 500 yards, man. This huge section of the beach all to yourself. It's like pristine, and nobody comes near you. You buy
people walking by. I'll be like, "Hi, how are you?" Fuck off.
Yeah, you buy them drinks and just pour them into the sand.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Can I get you a Mai Tai? No.
They keep calling you a boomer. You're like, dude, no, that's not the right choice. It doesn't matter. It's all right. Fine.
So, the governor
He's a jackass.
Well, Trump says Easter. The governor thinks that mid-May we're going to be at our peak. So
that's where you let everybody get together. Like, all right, now we're past our peak. Let's go.
We're good.
Yeah.
So if that's true, then it's going to at least take another month or so for it to unwind. I mean, it's going to be close to July, 4th of July, I think, before this thing is run its course. And even then, they're like, well, yeah, it'll totally come back. It's going to just spread everywhere, and everybody's going to get it.
That's why this whole thing is stupid, because we're going to hit the peak,
it's
going to taper off, and then they're going to be like, okay, we can finally return to normal. Except those 50 people who still have it, then just restart the whole thing. So everyone just needs to accept that it's the goddamn flu. You're going to catch it. You're going to get the sniffle. And then a couple weeks later, you'll be fine.
You'll be dead.
Or you'll be dead.
That's how you get rid of it.
But people die every day, and we don't shut down the world about it.
More.
Yeah, I think there's too many people in the hospitals. The problem. It's too many hospitalized.
Well, we need to start turning away more people.
That's what the whole thing was about. The whole thing was about there's too many people going to bury our fucking hospitals because they're not ready. And then everybody's like bitching, why wasn't there enough masks? It's like, look, man, nobody knew that our fucking medical team was like, oh, did you walk in that hallway? Now you need a new mask. Okay, now put these new gloves. It's like, dude, yeah, nobody fucking... It's the president's fault there's enough masks. I'm like, I don't think the president orders the masks, man.
No, he's in charge of that. That's one of his duties.
Yeah, that's his duties to order rubber gloves and masks.
Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces and hospital logistics.
Commander of masks.
It's just fucking ridiculous, man. Like
supply chain.
I didn't vote for the guy, but I mean, if I'm going to place blame at the dude's feet, it's got to be something I know he had control over, and he didn't.
I do like that Amber's completely stressed out about this, just because, like, I can imagine in her hospital somebody's reaching for a mask. She probably shoots him with a blowgun or something. She's like, "What do you think you're doing?" Yeah.
Any piece of shit news that just comes across that's less with medical things, she just posts it. I'm like, do you even read your articles, man? What the fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah, some of those are too scary. I can't even read them. It's just all horrible. There's some horrible shit out there I don't want to look at at all.
Yeah.
It's just fucking nightmare fuel. I don't need it. It's like, I know when I get this, my anxiety and everything's going to be to the roof. And I don't need fucking fuel for that fire. It's just not worth it.
You got that when you got the ones where they're talking about how people in government were selling their stock when they found out about COVID-19. I'm like, did we even know what that was then? Was it like, yeah, somebody in China's got the sniffles. Oh, let's sell our stock. I'm like, that was January. That's when it's like I read part of the article. Like, yeah, it was January and they got the news. I'm like going, yeah, but they didn't know what it was.
They sold their stock so they could get their money diluted, because we're giving like $6 trillion away or whatever. So it didn't really work out for them anyway. If they did try to get out of it.
Yeah, so I'm just like going, all right, that didn't make any goddamn. I just told people like, stop with this, stop it.
Yeah, I'm not sure the economy is going to have that hard of a time. I mean, certainly some places like restaurants and stuff and bars are definitely suffering. But it's like, if you go into a store, everything's sold out. Like, when people go back to work, they're going to have to start making this shit because everything's gone. And now they're like, here's an extra $1,200. And it's like, now everybody's going to buy everything else There's not going to be anything. Everything's going to be out, man. It's going to be a fucking crazy situation.
How much of that shit's actually going to be shut down for good, though? Because it's always like, we're going out of business. And then it's like, oh, we're back. It's like,
A lot of small restaurants and bars will. They're not.
Is WMMS
They're not.
there again?
They don't have the liquidity to ride out 2 months of being shut down.
Well, I don't know if you heard
That
of
I
the
get,
Cheesecake
yeah.
Factory.
Cheesecake Factory.
Okay.
Yeah. You're
The
gonna have
Cheesecake Factory is. They've already.
What?
Just keep talking. Don't worry about it. People are interrupting you. Speak.
Okay. Well, they said they've already come out and said that they can't pay their rent for April.
What?
The Cheesecake Factory.
Well, they live in hand to mouth.
There's an article out there. That's what I don't understand. It's like, you're a multi-billion-dollar company. I don't know how you can't survive. They're like, yeah, well, we can't pay our rent. They're telling all their vendors or whatever, all their rental people and stuff. They're like, yeah, we can't afford rent this for April. So
Are they door dashing?
Oh yeah,
Like-
they're busy as hell door dashing.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I figured they were still.
They're still
cooking,
doing
so-
carry out and stuff.
Yeah, I think a lot of that's just trying to get a break, which is fine.
Somebody started
I
a
mean,
rumor.
Why not?
Somebody,
okay, so
somebody at
who do
Cheesecake.
we know that's going to try to get a sympathy fuck out of this? Like, they're going to pretend like I might be dying.
Me?
Cool.
Joe
Right
Huska.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
everybody here.
I'm all about it.
I like how we just raised our hand.
Yeah.
So what's the rumor, Donnie?
I don't even remember what I was saying.
You said somebody started. a rumor.
Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah, somebody at Cheesecake, when this all first started, somebody at Cheesecake Factory was like, oh, they're going to pay, the Cheesecake Factory is going to pay all their hourly employees like a minimum wage type of thing, kind of give them
They're
money
gonna
to
pay.
help them out. And then, like, somebody took it to somebody was like, asked the corporate people, they were like, is this true? And they were like, no.
Nope.
Like, nobody, we never said this. And then, so now, like, all the employees of the Cheesecake Factory are all freaking out. They're like, oh my God, they said they were going to give us money. We want money. And it's like, what do you mean, give us money? They don't owe you anything. It's like, you know,
You have to work.
yeah. Kind of have to work for your money.
Larry, what are you doing? Are you writing like an essay right now? Stop it.
What?
Dear
It's
God.
literally one sentence.
Yeah.
And I'm chatting with the people watching.
Well, that's
Kill
all
me.
right.
He just typed "kill me."
There's
over
people
and over.
watching?
Just thought you tuned
Yeah.
out. We haven't done a show in 2 years. He's already.
No, I'm
on board with
talking
this.
to the people in the chat.
What
I'm
chat?
being an
It's good. It's
engaging
cool happening.
host.
What chat? There's a chat?
Damn
There's
straight.
a chat.
The Facebook. It's up
Where?
on the.
Yeah.
It's up on
It's
the
up on the
VGN.
Facebook.
It's on the
VGN
Facebooks.
page.
He's on the Facebook.
Oh,
It's on
yeah.
the VGN page.
See, now, the ones I'm worried about, because, like, most of the restaurants and even some of the bars are able to do, like, DoorDash or pickup or whatever. They need to find a way to do, like, a DoorDash or pickup for the strip clubs.
Yeah, I've already.
Because
You
they're
heard
not
about
going to
those
make
places
it.
that do the drive-through?
Oh,
You come over to your fucking
There's-
door and spray cheap perfume
yeah.
on it, so you get an idea of what
Like,
you're
you know,
missing.
like I can message, like, Christie's and
Glitter.
say, like, they'll show the girls that are working that day. I was like, I want this one to deliver me 5 lap dances at my house.
Doesn't
just have
Pornhub have some special or something going on? I see
Yeah,
it in the news.
yeah. So their premium or whatever is free until like the end of April.
Premium porn.
Oh yeah, like even on Pornhub, which is free, I heard from some people.
Premium porn.
They have premium content that you need a subscription for. All that
pays
stuff
for
is
porn?
unlocked.
Hey, you're just like, this porn. This isn't very premium. Click on this. This is premium. I mean, what defines premium porn?
I don't know. Certain
goes by-
videos
it goes by
are
crossing
they get the little star. Somebody explained the process to me. I don't know how it works because I don't go to those sites. But you know, certain videos are
You turn it
flagged
on
and
and
it's
you're like,
premium
"Oh, you're
content.
done." 4 stars, like, oh, this is really fucking good.
I think
And
those
it's
are the
5
ones
stars.
where you don't see a bunch of like amateurs and guys banging their wives and stuff. I don't know.
Going 5-star, just a light comes on, and all of a sudden your eyes are like popping out of your head. You're like, oh, you're done.
And hey, because we're video game news, kinda, Standing Stone Games, Dungeons and Dragons Online, and Lord of the Rings Online, their DLC stuff is also unlocked until the end of April.
Then you gotta pay for it.
I haven't probably played video games other than some Switch stuff in over a year, but I am now because there's nowhere to go.
I'm leveling up some tunes in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I got to, man. It's time now. I told
I do
people,
Elder-
if I ever
I
become
got Elder
bedridden, I'll
Scrolls,
play
but I'm
that
not
one
even-
game. It's that time.
I'm not even going on Elder Scrolls because I'm like, there's too many people. So I've just been playing Outer Worlds, which actually I bought the game. So I'm like, okay, now it works.
Yeah, shit has been laggy lately, though.
Yeah. It's like Outer Worlds is like being in the movie Firefly or Serenity, but it's Spock's beard version of it. So like you have these crew members, but they're a little bit fucked up. So you're like, and you're like, there's a variety of ways of answering all the questions and shit. You could be like a smart ass. You can become this like really ruthless or whatever. But I'm enjoying that a lot.
Oh, good.
Ruthless.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of games I got to play. But of course, I'm playing some strategy game that's really old and crappy because those things eat the most time.
Total War.
Just anything where it's like you got to move the pieces around. Like you could just eat like 2 hours just setting up your guys,
right?
And then pressing the next button and watching each piece fight. Like it just kills the clock, man. It's great. Like I can't play some high stress, high tension game right now because that makes the clock go a lot slower. I just can't deal with it. But I'll probably get to it eventually. That's all I'm doing is playing games and cleaning my house. I've done a lot of house cleaning.
I'm playing it, but I'm not cleaning my house. That's out.
Gotta draw a line somewhere, man.
Come on.
Yeah, let's not all panic and start cleaning our fucking houses.
It's a sign of weakness.
Yeah, I might as well. I ordered a bunch of stuff from Home Depot too, like mulch and rocks.
Oh Jesus Christ.
And dirt.
Yeah,
because I'm going to do yard work.
Up before you die.
Yeah, that's next on my list if my backyard ever dries out.
I'm just going to knock all this stuff out while I can, so if I do get to go out during the summer and not die, I can enjoy it.
You want to try to grow food in your house, and then find you get the wrong seed with the wrong soil.
Listen,
I think he said he was going to grow food, man.
I didn't know I couldn't grow coconuts.
It's going to landscape.
If I do end up in the hospital, I hope one of you guys are there so we could be in the same room and laugh and choke to death on jokes.
Yeah, in our tents. There'll probably be like 20 of us in the same fucking room.
We'll all be cracking jokes through our vents,
With on the floor.
Check it out.
My butt hurts. I'm numb. I can't move. Pushing each other out of the bed.
Be the last one to go. Everybody's you're let out.
Although
me. So,
imagine 2 weeks stuck in a hospital room with Brian when he can't take his Adderall. I'd chuck myself out the window.
Actually, if I couldn't, I would go through withdrawal because I've had that happen when I had the flu bad like last year, and I couldn't take it for like a week. And by day 3 or day 4, all of a sudden I'm like going, okay, I have a newfound respect for people trying to kick any kind of habit because I fucking hurt. It was awful, man.
There'd be all kinds of weird animal noises coming out of him while he's masturbating at night because he thinks you're asleep.
I fuck your pillow.
Yeah, exactly.
You act like he would wait till you were asleep.
Yeah. I want to go to the bathroom, guys. Anybody have to go?
Stands next to you and is just jacking off, staring at you. So he thinks you're unconscious. Fuck away from me.
Dude, get back on your side.
Come out of the bathroom, I'm all sweaty. I got the flu, man. Why is the seat all hot?
It's just allergies.
My underwear's stuck to the floor again. God damn it, Brian.
All right, folks, I think we'll end it there. It's an hour.
Yeah.
It's a good time to end the show.
We'll see you in 5 years.
It's been a long time,
Okay.
so I know everybody will ask us to do another one, but probably not right
Donnie
away or
would be
anything.
the scariest. Look, Donnie would be the scariest one because he likes to fuck with you. Because he'd somehow sneak shrooms in there, and you'd be like, you look into Donnie's tent bed, the oxygen tent, he wouldn't even be in there, and you like look around the dark room, and he'd be standing in the corner, all bulging eyes. What's up, guys?
You'd look over at Donnie's oxygen tent, you wouldn't be able to see him because it'd just be full of smoke.
I've ascended. No. The nurse is coming, like, God damn it, Anderson.
When this is all over, the survivors will do a follow-up podcast and let you know which ones of us made it.
Yeah, we'll definitely, if anybody on this croaks, we'll definitely have a remembrance podcast for them.
A tribute.
Yeah, a tribute.
Tribute may not be the word with this crew. There's not going to be any sort of respectful, solemn remembrance going on.
I'm planning on getting savage personally.
We will, yeah.
I know that's
we'll completely mock how they died
Right.
on the show.
I wouldn't expect anything less.
Unless I die, in which case, then you guys can just get updates on the VGN thing.
The remaining team members will just put shit on the Facebook page to mock Kevin's death.
Yeah,
because we can't record without him.
Just photos of people
tapes.
burning.
like Donnie and I will post like these big long tributes to our friend Kevin with whatever pictures we have, and then Brian will follow it up with like a random Warhammer robot.
They'll just put pictures of like those cancerous lungs that you see from cigarette commercials. People are like, "Oh my God, is that Kevin's lungs?" No. But this is how we remember him.
My health book from 7th grade.
Fucking ambient background of people burning in hell.
Yeah.
It's all the solemn music that Anderson and fucking God damn it, Larry would I saw Larry Macklinger thing that threw me off. Everything that us Tumbleweed and Larry would be fucking trying to be out. He was my friend, and he was there for me in the back.
Rises out of the back.
You're kidding me?
Tombs of the Blind Dead noise and shit.
Yeah.
All right. Well, honestly, I hope everybody's healthy out there. I hope everybody got a few laughs from this, and everybody's safe. We'll probably do another one when this is over, and if we can get everybody together, because Brian will have to go back to work at some point. But yep. Thanks for listening, and this will be on the RSS feed if you're listening live. And that's it. Thanks. Good night.
Later.
Yeah. Peace.